Everyone is waiting for the Dangote IPO. And honestly, the excitement makes sense. This is not just another company listing on the Nigerian exchange. This is potentially the largest industrial listing in African capital markets history. A refinery processing hundreds of thousands of barrels per day. A company analysts believe could eventually command a valuation somewhere between 40 to 50 billion USD. So naturally, everybody is focused on one question: how do I buy the IPO? But I think that might actually be the wrong question, because historically, when something this large enters the market, the people who make the biggest returns are often not the investors buying on listing day. They are the investors who position themselves around the opportunity before the crowd arrived. And that is the part most retail investors do actually miss. You see, institutional money does not usually wait for the ceremony. It does not wait for CNBC or Arise News interviews. It does not wait for Twitter hype. Larger funds position early. They start asking, if this company lists at a massive valuation, which already listed companies benefit from the same sector re-rating? That is how sophisticated capital thinks. And in my opinion, one Nigerian stock, after doing my whole intensive research, stands out clearly in that conversation, which is Seplat Energy. Not because I am trying to hype the stock. I mean, it has already appreciated significantly. Not because I think it doubles next week, but because when you actually sit down and run the numbers properly on this business, the setup becomes very difficult to ignore. The earnings growth, guys, the earnings growth, the dollar revenues, the acquisition pipeline, the potential sector rating from the Dangote IPO itself, and most importantly, the valuation math. This is not one of those situations where people are shouting 10x with no numbers behind it. The interesting thing about Seplat is that the numbers themselves are what creates the upside case. And I'm inviting you to watch this video to the very end, because once I walk you through the math, you understand why some sophisticated investors are already paying very close attention to this company before the Dangote IPO even arrives. Now, let me show you why the timing here becomes interesting. Because once a company as large as Dangote Refinery lists publicly, the market conversation changes almost overnight. And not just in Nigeria, I mean globally. Suddenly, international funds that previously ignored Nigerian equities entirely now have a reason to pay close attention. Now, think about what happens inside a large investment firm. A portfolio manager in London, New York, or Dubai sees the headlines everywhere. African refinery could list at 40 to 50 billion US dollars. Immediately, the question inside the room becomes, okay, if we want exposure to the Nigerian energy, what can we buy right now? And this is where things get interesting, because large funds rarely deploy all their capital into a single stock immediately, especially in emerging markets. So what do? They start looking for comparable companies already trading on the exchange, companies with liquidity, companies with earnings, companies with existing institutional ownership, companies that become indirect beneficiaries of the same story. And this is how sector re-rating begins. Not because those companies suddenly changed overnight, but because new capital entering the sector starts repricing everything around the main event. We have seen versions of this before. When MTN Nigeria listed on the exchange, it did not just create a massive telecom stock. It pulled new attention toward the Nigerian market itself. And once institutional attention enters the market, it really looks at only one company. Capital starts exploring the surrounding ecosystem. Now, bring that back to Seplat, because what makes Seplat especially interesting is that sophisticated money already seems to be positioned there ahead of the broader crowd. Tony Lumelu has invested over 500 million USD into the company, and at that scale, investments stop being casual opinions. $500 million US dollars is not, I like the stock, guys. That's not what he's trying to say. That is deep conviction backed by serious analysis, access, and long-term positioning. Now, to be clear, this is not about blindly copying billionaires. That is not the lesson here. The real lesson is understanding where experienced capital allocators are already placing money before a major market narrative fully develops. And once you now combine that positioning with Seplat's actual numbers, the story becomes much more exciting, even at its current price, 11,600 naira. Now, you hear that number, but chill. You see, that number is telling a very different story, because Seplat's earnings have been growing at roughly 46% every single year for the past 3 years. Revenue has been growing at over 60% annually in the same period. So think about what that actually means in practice. Right now, you are paying 11,600 for a share that earns 402 naira. That gives you a P ratio of about 29x, meaning for every 1 naira of profit that Seplat makes, you are paying 29 naira. Now, 29 times sounds expensive, and if earnings were flat, you would actually be right with your thesis. But here's what changes everything. When a company's earnings are growing at the pace that Seplat's earnings are growing, the price you pay today quietly becomes cheaper with every passing year. Not because the stock falls, but because the business underneath keeps getting bigger. Now, let me show you exactly how that plays out. Imagine you bought Seplat today at 11,600 naira. You paid 29x, right? 1 year from now, earnings have grown, but the price you originally paid has not changed. So now you are only paying 19.7 times earnings on that same investment. Another year passes, earnings grows again. Now you're sitting at 13.5 times earnings. By year three, that same 11,600 naira you paid is now only 9.24 times the annual earnings. 9 times earnings on a company that has been growing at 46% per year. That is the zone where serious money starts saying this looks cheap for us. Now, let me show you how that gets you to 36,000 naira. And I want to make this as simple as possible. You see, today, Seplat earns 402 naira per share. The market pays 29 naira for every naira of earnings. So the share price is 11,600 naira. That is just the math working forward. Now run the same math 3 years later. If earning keeps compounding at the same rate, Seplat will be earning roughly 1,250 naira per share in year three. Now, if the same market still values every naira of earnings at 29 times, same as today, 1,250 naira multiplied by 29 gives you approximately 36,000 naira. That is it, guys. That is my thesis. The market does not need to get more excited about Seplat than it already is today. It just needs to keep valuing the earnings the same way, while the earnings themselves keep growing underneath. Now, combine that with another advantage Seplat has in the Nigerian market. Its revenues are largely dollar denominated, and Nigerian investors already understand why that matters. Because in an environment where the naira continues facing pressure, companies earning in dollars naturally become more valuable in naira terms over time. So while many Nigerian businesses struggle when the currency weakens, Seplat's structure actually benefits from that environment. In simple terms, you're effectively holding a dollar-linked business on the Nigerian exchange. And then there is the operational expansion side of the story, because Seplat is not just sitting still while we investors are debating valuation. The company has been aggressively expanding its asset base. The annual gas plant which they own achieved first gas recently. Their Sapele gas infrastructure expansion increased production capacity, and then came the transformational acquisition from ExxonMobil, Nigerian shallow water business in 2024. That deal massively expanded Seplat's production footprint, and the impact is already showing up in the numbers. Production surged, revenue exploded higher, and reserves crossed 1 billion barrels of oil equivalent. Now, obviously, growth at this pace will not continue forever. I mean, we all know this. No company compounds at extreme rates indefinitely. But the key point here is this: the current valuation only looks expensive if you completely ignore the earnings trajectory underneath the business. And that is the mistake many retail investors make. They look at the share price, but they never follow the earnings. But now, before you do anything with this information, I want to be very honest with you about what could go wrong. Because a video that only tells you the upside is not analysis, it is marketing. First is oil is cyclical. If global oil prices fall significantly, Seplat's revenues and earnings fall with them. The entire growth trajectory we just walked through changes with it. That is not a reason to avoid the stock, but it is a reason to only put in money you do not need back tomorrow. Second is the 3x assumes earnings keep growing at roughly the same rate for 3 years. No company grows at extreme rates forever. If production gets disrupted or Nigerian energy policy shifts, the number changes. The thesis depends on the growth continuing. Third is Seplat is sitting at its 52-week high right now. You are not buying a beaten down stock. Short-term volatility will happen. This is a 2 to 3 year position minimum, not a trade. Understand those risks before you commit a single naira into Seplat. See, guys, Seplat is not a tip, it is a thesis. Strong earnings growth, dollar revenues in the naira economy, a sector rating coming from one of the biggest IPOs in African history, and smart money already positioned ahead of the crowd. The setup is there. Whether you act on it is entirely your decision. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Now, I want to now hear from you guys. Are you already in Seplat, or are you watching from the sidelines? Drop it in the comment section. Smash the like button. If this video gave you clarity, subscribe to the channel if you're yet to subscribe. There's a link in the description and pinned comment to join my WhatsApp channel. That's where I share real-time market updates, what I'm watching, and I drop polls once in a while to understand what you guys' opinion is about a company. And until next time, my colleagues, don't forget to stay sharp, stay safe, and invest wisely. Deal.